All right, Shalom, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh Shimi Al Shai, Bashim, Hawakakadash. I want to give double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone who rule and teach well. And I want to say Shalom to the hopeful elect. All right, it's your brother Karat Desire back with another lesson through the Spirit of Yahweh Shimi Al Shai. And the title of this lesson is You Might Have to Die for This Testimony. All right, so when we out there preaching and prophesying on the down out in America, the downfall of America, all right, you have agents that come up and, pester you. You have, regular common folk that come out there and pester you. Sometimes you have the police, all right, and these people are against what you're saying because what you are saying is against what it is that uh, they live in and are hoping or believing in. Shalom, Aki, how about Shema Shai Barakatah? All right, so these people that may come up to you and try to have some conversation and talk about Jesus Christ this and Jesus Christ that and how he come to save everybody, blah blah blah. All right, all that nonsense. All right, and what I'm saying is that they are against what you're saying because what you're speaking is against what it is that they believe in, and they believe in this society. All right, so I'm gonna start off with Revelation 20:4 and let the Lord guide me to wherever He wants me to go next. All right, this is Revelation 20:4, and I saw thrones, and they sat upon them, and judgment was given unto them. And I saw the souls of them that were beheaded for the witness of Yahushua and for the word of Yahweh. All right, and the word of the Lord is Yahushua. So we are witnessing or testifiers of Yahweh Shema Shai, and which worship not the beast, neither his image, neither had received his mark upon their foreheads or in their hands, and they loved and they lived and reigned with the Mashiach 1,000 years. That 1,000 years gonna be longer than 1,000 years. That's just the establishment of the kingdom. All right, that 1,000 year period. Then after that 1,000 year period, Esau will be going away. Right, but they say here, going back into the top of the verse, I saw the souls of them that were beheaded for the witness of Yahweh and for the word of Yahweh, right? So let's go look at that word witness. Because right now I'm gonna get it in the blue letter and I'm gonna get it just the regular, dictionary. All right, it says in the blue letter, it's on my hold on. Strong's G 3141 Marturia. Marturia. All right, martyria. All right, and we know you hear the word in there. It says it sounds like martyr, right? But the outline of biblical usage says a testifying. All right, the office committed to the profit of testifying concerning future events. What one testifies testimony before a judge. All right, we will be brought before judges. Right now, we are brought before the common folk of the world to let them know what's going on as, teachers and prophets and apostles, and bishops and those that the Lord has set up to teach, right? So I'm going to go into the root word of martyria, and it's basically martyr. Strong's G 3144, martus. Martus. All right, it says a witness in the legal sense, and that's definition A. Definition B is in the historical sense. All right, B1. All right, it says one who is a spectator of anything. Example given of a contest. All right, what are we? Damn. Can y'all hear me? Um, What are we a spectator of? We are a spectator of this world being pulled down by the Spirit of Yahweh Shema Shai through His Word, right? Definition C says, in an ethical sense, all right, and this is us right here, right? Those who, after His example, have proved the strength and genuineness of their faith and are shocked by undergoing a violent death, all right? The water, Akim, the water, all right? So this is us, man. All right, we're gonna be those individuals, right, that have shown our faith through possibly undergoing a violent death, man. All right, that's what a witness is in a blue letter. All right, so I'm gonna just look it up in on the online etymology, right quick. All right, it says now it says witness attestation of facts, events. All right, from personal knowledge, we all have personal experience with this truth. All right, and our personal experience can be tied to somebody else's experience because they had went through something, and they're telling us what they learned. So that makes us have a personal experience with them. All right, just like the Lord went through what He went through, and it was shared to us through the scriptures, i.e., in the Old Testament, Isaiah 53, and in the New Testament Gospels. All right, that was His personal experience, but it was shared with us uh, through the gospel, through Mark, Luke, John, and Matthew, right? And it could be our personal experience because we're reading it, right? And those are also facts, right? And it says also of one who testifies knowledge, originally knowledge with, all right? And it says is as a literal translation from Greek martus, and we just went into what that is, right? And the verb sense of it says bear testimony, and that's what we do. We testifying Yahweh Shema Shai. All right, meaning affix one signature to a document to establish his identity. All right, meaning see or know by personal presence, observe is from witness. All right, and we know by personal presence by us reading His word, man. All right, trying to live out this word through faith. All right, and then it goes in here. And it got other definitions. It got martyr as well. All right, I'm gonna read martyr from here. It says one who bears testimony of faith, especially one who willingly suffers death rather than surrender his or her religious faith. And that's gonna be us, man. We're gonna be martyrs for Yahweh Shema Shai, man. All right, Yahweh Dazah, we are those men. All right. It says Christians here. All right, but I'm gonna say Israelites. It says one of the Israelites who in former times were put to death because they would not renounce their beliefs. All right, you got prophets that didn't renounce their beliefs, man. Like example, you got the seven brothers. You got I think Jeremiah, he got put in a dungeon. All right, you got Eleazar who didn't eat the pork. All right, and then you got Yahweh Shai, our ultimate example, man. All right, when Satan was trying to tempt him and give him the world and to turn stone into bread and all the nonsense that Satan was trying to tempt the Lord with, man. All right, those are our examples of martyrs, man, that we could follow behind. All right. Let me get some more scriptures. I don't want to sit here talking. So we don't have to be afraid of death, man, because we know once we die, we're gonna go be with the Lord. All right, and that's in Ecclesiastes 3:21. All right, yep, Ecclesiastes 3:21. I'm starting at 20. All going to one place. So that's all. All of us going into one place, the good and the bad. All right. All are of the dust, and all turn to dust again. Who knows the spirit of man that goes upward? All right. So your spirit, when you die, whether you a heathen or Israelite, you going upward, man. All right. And the spirit of the beast that goes downward to the earth. So when we die, we know we're going, man. All right, we don't have to be afraid to get our head cut off or a shot or put in a firing line or put in a tree chopper or a torture, man. Because once we get into those situations, we supposed to be meditating on the scriptures as much as we possibly can. So we know when we die, we're going up to the Heavenly Father, man. We're gonna go be with the Lord. So there's no reason, there's no reason to be afraid to die, man. All right. There's another one. That's in Ecclesiastes as well. Just don't know off the top of my head. Oh, it's 7. Is it 7? I'm trying to find the other one where. All right, it's all good. I can't find it, but I'm gonna read this. It's in. All right, this is 2 Corinthians 5 and 6. Therefore, we are always confident, knowing that while as we are at home in the body, we are absent from the Lord. So while we walk around in these, these chains of darkness, all right, while we walk around in this corrupted flesh, all right, we are not around or with the Lord. Verse 7: For we walk by faith, not by sight. So we walk by based on what we believe. We walk according to the scriptures. We walk according to keeping the law to the best of our ability, even though we are under grace. All right, we show forth our faith by our conduct. All right, which is hoping how about Shema Shah and to wait on the Lord. Verse 8, it says, we are confident, I say, and willing rather to be absent from the body and to be present from the Lord. So we have to have that willing mind state to die for you. How about Shema Shah? So we can go be present with the Lord, man. All right. So I'm going to read that again. We are confident, I say, and willing rather to be absent from the body and to be present with the Lord. All right. So to be absent from the body is to be present with the Lord, man. And that's the mindset that you should have, man. You should want to be present with the Lord, man. Because if you are scared to be, if you are afraid to be with the Lord, man, that means you want to stay here on this earth, man. All right. So let me see what else I have. Oh, I got this little article uh, because something is going around FBI. They want you to report your family. All right. They want you to report your family. I don't know how well you can see it. All right. You can see it right there, but. All right, my other phone camera got hot, so I had to switch cameras. But the article was in regards to the FBI requiring or asking people to turn in their family members, all right, for being extremists, all right. And I would just read through their little Twitter post because once I Googled it, Twitter had came up and their little Twitter post came in and people was putting all this nonsense on it. But that also made me think of some other scriptures that I'm gonna read. Uh, I'm gonna read Matthew 10:36, and then we're gonna go into Luke 21 because that's some more comfort scriptures in regards to you possibly being turned over by your family, man, because your family's going to do that, man. All right. So we don't need to be afraid of death. All right. Because, hey, some of your family members going to be caused you to be put to death, man. All right. This is Matthew. All right. I'm starting at 34. All right. This is the only other Bible I had in the car. All right. This is my Revised English Bible. All right. The message is still gonna be the same. It's gonna sound a little bit different. All right. All right. So this is Matthew 10 and 34. You must not think that I have come to bring peace to the earth. I have not come to bring peace, but a sword. I have come. I have come to set a man against his father, and a daughter against her mother, and a daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law, and a man will find his enemies under his own roof. All right. So that lines up perfectly with what the FBI is trying to say, man. Or wants your family members to do. All right. They want you to get turned. They want to turn in uh potential extremists, man. All right. People they deem to be extremists. All right. Or people they want to be labeled as extremists. All right. My other phone cooled down, so I'm gonna pull up the little Twitter thing so I could show y'all. And I'm sure y'all have seen it on other brothers' videos. I hate the damn iPhone, man. All right, the iPhone ain't working right. So I'm gonna keep reading. It says, verse 37, it says, no one is worthy of me who cares more for father or mother than for me. No one is worthy of me who cares for son or daughter. No one is worthy of me who does not take up his cross and follow me. So part of taking up our cross is possibly dying for your Habashim outside. And it's 144 over here. So call all your Habashim outside. All right. It's over here. Sun. I'm sorry, y'all, looking at the back of everything, but I'm trying to get the phone out of the sun so it don't, you know, overheat like the other one did. But let me go to Luke right quick. All right, this is Luke 21, and I'm gonna start at 12. But before all this happens, you will see they will seize you and persecute you. You will be handed over to synagogues and put in prison. You will be held before kings and governors for your allegiance to me. So for the testimony of Habashim al Shah, you're gonna be put before kings and rulers, all right? So resolve not to prepare your defense beforehand. So don't put it in your mind what it is that you're gonna say, right? It says, because I will give you such words and wisdom as no opponent can resist or refute. So we know everything, everything a man receives comes from the Lord, all right, whether it be spiritual things or material things. And then we know, according to the book of Job, I believe it's the 33rd chapter, where it says he puts the thoughts in man before he you know he puts the thoughts in man in man's minds while they sleeping. So the words that we're going to speak is going to always come from the Lord. All right. Um, even your parents and your brothers, your relations and your friends will portray you. All right. Going back to the FBI bullshit. All right. Uh, some of you will be put to death, and everyone will hate you for your allegiance to me. But not a hair on your head will be lost. But by standing firm, you will win yourselves life. All right. So standing firm for you, how about Shema Shai, man, is going to get because it's going to allow us to receive life. All right. Even if we have to die. So let me run over here to Second Esdras right quick to give an example of what it is that we're going to receive for standing firm for Yahweh Shema Shai. All right, and we all know this already, but it's good to hear it again. Uh, all right, this is Second Esdras, chapter 2. I'm gonna start at 42, and it says, I Ezra saw on Mount Zion a throng too vast to count, all singing hymns and praises to Yahweh by Shema Shai. In the middle stood a young man. He was very tall, taller than any of the others, and was setting a crown on the head of each of them. He towered above them all. Enthralled at the sight, I asked the angel, my Lord, who are these? He replied, they are those who laid aside their mortal dress and put on the mortal. All right. And that's that, ultimately that's having faith. All right. Because, if we were able to keep the law, statutes, commandments here to the best of our abilities, we would never die, right? And that would make us immortal. But in this time, we can't keep the laws wholeheartedly. We are like Abraham, right? All right. He had faith in Yahweh Shema Shai. We have the same thing, all right? We are to see Abraham, all right, physically, but also through faith, man, all right? So faith is what is how we're gonna put on the immortal, and then the Lord physically, all right, and our new body is going to give us the law, statutes, commandments, which is going to have us to be immortal because we're not going to break a law of the Lord, and then because the wages of sin is death, basically is what I'm saying, right? Uh, so it says, I'm gonna read 45 again. He replied, "They are those who have laid aside their mortal dress and put on the immortal." Those who acknowledge the name of Yahweh, all right, and I got another precept for that. Now they are being given crowns and palms. I asked again, who is this young man sitting the crowns on their heads and giving them the palms? The angel replied, he is the son of Yahweh, whom they acknowledge in this mortal life. I began to praise those who stood so valiantly, all right, for Yahweh's name. All right. So that's what we're doing now, man. Even at the time of our death, right? That's what we're gonna be doing. All right, let me grab Malachi. Oh, it's Micah. I'm tripping. My bad. It was talking about making mentions of the name of the Lord, and that's what we're doing, man. All right. Dang, I'm tripping. Give me 1 second, y'all. All right, it's Malachi 3:16. I'm tripping. I just overlooked it. I'm sorry, my bad. All right, so this is Malachi 3:16. Then those who feared Yahweh Shema Shai talked together, and the Lord paid heed and listened and recorded what was before him of those who feared him and had respect for his name. So those that stood stiffly for Yahweh Shema Shai in the sense in putting off the mortal and putting on and putting on the immortal, and those that stood stiffly for his name. All right, the Lord made mention of those things was taking heeded of to the Lord, and he wrote those things in the book, man. Those is for the elect, man, that did those things. The elect did those things. All right. So I'm gonna get this Revelation 12 right quick. Since this other phone is back on, I'm gonna just grab it, and then I'm gonna close out. All right, this is Revelations 12 and 10. And I heard a loud voice saying in heaven, now has come salvation and strength. And now I'm back in the KJV. I got the other phones back on. It says, now is come salvation and strength and the kingdom of our power and the power of his anointed. For the accuser of our brethren is cast down, all right, which is Esau, right? Which accused them before our power day and night. And this is the point right here. And they overcame him. We overcame Esau, right? In the beast system, all right, by the blood of the Lamb, by Yahweh Shai, right? Being that ultimate sacrifice in the blood of the Lord, cleansing us, heck, and him giving us that grace and that mercy, forgiving us for our sins and leading us and guiding us into the truth and leading us and guiding us to get those crowns, right? And by the word of their testimony, all right, I'm gonna get that word testimony, and they loved their lives, and they loved not their lives unto the death. I'm gonna get that word death too. All right, so the word for testimony, all right, is the same thing. It's all right, it says a testifying, the office committed to the prophets of testifying concerning future events, and this is a possible future event that we may have to go through, being put to death for this word, man. But nonetheless, don't be afraid, man. All right. It says one who testifies, and we are testifying the word of the Lord, man. When we read the scriptures on the highways and byways, when we do our videos, even in our conduct, man, to the best of our ability. All right. It says one who testifies testimony, i.e., before a judge, and the Lord's going to have people, brought before judges, man, for his name's sake, man. To see, that's just basically a test, all right. And we're going to overcome, man, by the blood of the Lamb, right? So I'm going to get this word death as well. And the word death in the Greek is
Strong's G2288, thanatos. Thanatos.
All right, it says the death of the body, all right, the separation, whether natural or violent, of the soul and the body by which the life on earth is ended, all right? Hey, and when we know that our life on this earth is ended, all right, going back to 2 Corinthians 5 and 8, where it said, better to be absent from the body and to be present with the Lord, all right? So when we die on this side, we go be with the Lord, man, all right? So there's nothing to fear in the sense of death, man. All right. Be strong, stand still for Yahweh Shema Shai, and Yahweh desire. See you brothers getting that crown, man. All right. When I'm getting my crown, Lord will, man. All right. So remember, just stand stiffly, man. No matter what it is that we have to go through, because all this stuff is temporary, and you don't want to burn up with this. All right. Kwame Yasharala and Mawaf Abba Shalom. Tawada Akim Yahweh Shema Shai Barakathum, and Yahweh Shema Shai Barakathum to your families as well. Shalom.